Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jagged Show. Well, really, I'm just doing pro wrestling trivia with some friends. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing good?
Doing fantastic.
I'm alive.
You're alive. Awesome. All right, I've been looking forward to this. For anyone who's caught it, a little over a week ago, we did something like this with my good friends Jason Robbins and Wally Phelps. And we're going to do this again with my good friends here, Derek and Benjamin. So any words you'd like to say to each other before we get started? Keep it clean, by the way.
You go first, Benjamin.
Best of luck. You won't need it because I draw blanks very often, and
I'm excited to do it. You know, I watched the one that with Jason and Wally, and it was fantastic. So, looking forward to it.
Alrighty, so before we get started, I have written introductions for the both of you. So here we
are. You doing in your best Howard Finkel impression?
I'm not that talented. Here we go. Introducing first in the Raw Red Corner. He is a filmmaker, podcaster, gamer, and trivia host, yet remains clueless as to why he is still single. If Mauro Ranallo switched to decaf, he would become this man, or Todd Grisham. Hailing from Pensacola, Florida, please welcome Derek, the Experience Diamond.
I love everything about that. Please record it, and I will use it as the intro to my show.
Yeah.
You have to remind me later on that one. All right, and his opponent in the SmackDown Blue Corner, an actor, cosplayer, and licensed massage therapist, though his personality is anything but relaxing. He is the love child of Big Cass and the IRS man, Erwin R. Shyster. From Pace, Florida, this is Benjamin the Squid Vath.
Yeah, get these hands, or whatever. I don't know.
That was like a Karen Roman half Undertaker voice.
Yeah.
Like 2018 Taker, so. All right, so.
Rough year.
So we're going into 5 rounds of pro wrestling trivia. I have not been drinking, I promise. Of course, each round is going to be very different. I'll go over the rules as we get to them. So, very first round is called That's Not My Name. So, I will give you the name of a wrestler. It's not just any name, it's actually their real name. And I need you to give me what their wrestling name is, or ring name, whatever you want to call it. For this one, you will need to write down your answer, and then you'll have to show it to me when I call your name. You get 1 point for every correct answer. And also, of note to help you guys out, I will let you know now. All the answers will be current WWE superstars. This is Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. Question 1. Who is Colby Lopez?
There it goes.
Colby Lopez. No relation to Jennifer.
Complete shot in the dark.
So they're not waiting for tonight?
Nope. Ain't it funny?
I think this is this guy's name. I haven't. Oh man, this is embarrassing if this isn't even the wrestler name.
All right, gentlemen, are you both ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Benjamin.
All right. My answer is Angel Garcia.
And Derek. Hector Carson. So you have one half of a wrestler's name, and you have the other half of the same wrestler, which, by the way, you're thinking Angel Garza, which is not the correct answer.
Garza. There we go.
Colby Lopez is the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins.
Oh,
really?
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Fun fact for you, Lopez is actually his stepfather's last name. He took his stepfather's last name when he became an adult.
Huh.
I mean, Seth Rollins sounds like an actual name, so I just assumed.
Yeah.
Your next one is John Cena. No, I'm okay. Alrighty, your next one, Chris Brooks. Good job. Alrighty, your next one. Who is Alan Jones? Sounds like a name that could fit anybody.
Yeah, that's a pretty basic name.
Which is probably why he didn't use it in the ring.
Yeah. I have no clue if this is correct. I'm probably not going to get a single one of these right.
All right, gentlemen, are you both ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
All right, Derek, what you got? AJ Styles and Benjamin.
Apollo Crews?
Well, Alan Jones is indeed the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So that, and I forgot I need to keep track of points. That is smart of me.
That makes sense. That's those initials.
Yep. Let me find a.
I only partially know because I just watched the last episode of the Undertaker documentary series, and they mention his real name.
Gotcha.
Like they did in the promos before the match. So that is Derek Diamond drawing first blood. All right. Next one. Who is Patrick Clark Jr.?
Oof. A little topical on this one.
A little topical.
Can you repeat the name?
Patrick Clark Jr.
If this is who I think it is.
This is just an honest guess.
All right. Benjamin.
Velveteen Dream.
And Derek.
Corey Graves.
It is. Whoo, the Velveteen Dream.
Nice.
Right.
Don't look that name up on the news right now.
No.
There's
There's a lot of wrestling names you don't want to look up on the news right now.
Yep. boy. All right, moving on. Who is Rebecca Quinn?
Know this one? Wow, I know two. Ready?
Chris Brooks, I want him to win Tough Enough. So did I. The guy who, at least the male winner of that season, Tough Enough, got released after like a year. So did the female winner, but she's busy being Mrs. Wesley Blake. So, all right, Derek.
The man.
And
Becky
Ben.
Lynch.
It is the man, Becky Lynch.
Good old Rebecca Quinn.
Tied at 2 points each right now.
Soon to be the mom, Becky Lynch.
Yes.
That's right.
The mom.
That's right.
If they don't make that shirt, they're doing themselves a
They
disservice.
already did. They
Yeah.
already did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. They did. I saw a funny meme about the Shield with Becky Lynch, but I'll tell you guys off the air.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
All right. I'll wait till after we end the broadcast. Okay. Next one. I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Itori Iwan. Itori. First name is spelled Ettore. Last name spelled Ewen.
Another complete guess on my part.
It's not Evan Courageous. Former WCW superstar. Remember when he was in a boy band?
and you said
Recount.
You said current?
Yeah, these are all current WWE superstars.
Okay.
So it's not Jack Gallagher.
Ooh.
He doesn't exist anymore.
Ooh.
I'm sorry,
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
No idea. I don't know who won the 2004 Royal Rumble. I think it was Stevie Richards.
Yeah.
There was somebody, I think, from that Rumble who never technically got eliminated. Who it was because Mick Foley like attacked someone backstage and took their spot. I think.
Oh, it was Test.
Yeah.
So Test won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He never got his match though. Okay.
They actually took that year off. They didn't have a 2004 Royal Rumble.
I've seen different versions where it's like, no, Big Show won, no, Eddie Guerrero won. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Everybody won.
Yes.
All right.
Benjamin.
Complete guess. Kushida.
Eric.
Another complete guess. I guessed Andrade.
You both are way off, wrong nationality and everything. Ben, you actually once said that he has the greatest butt in WWE. It's Big E.
Okay.
I remember going over the SIDS for one of the Royal Rumbles. You said that out loud.
I mean, in his defense, he's not wrong.
Man's got some sweet cheeks.
He
Like,
Those hips don't lie. Okay.
All
right, next.
I think his only real competition is Cesaro. Like, Angel Garza too also has quite the nice butt.
Moving on now. Okay, who is Oscar Gutierrez? Golly, I remember when Big E first debuted, the internet referred to him as Rye Black. I was like, oh my.
My, how times have changed.
Oh
yes,
my.
because years later we found out Big E does have a personality beyond being just there. So
should be in world title contention, Big E.
Should absolutely, yes.
I personally like to see Xavier Woods have a run with the top title. The guy can talk on the mic.
Well, the thing is, they don't have to break the New Day up. I mean, they did it with Kofi.
Look at Kofi, yeah.
Why not do it with Big E?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Mr. Diamond?
Rey Mysterio.
And the Dark Machine?
Andrade?
Booyaka Booyaka 619. It is Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Gotcha.
Andrade, the future Mrs. or Mr. Charlotte Flair. Okay, I need you to tell me who is Pamela Martinez. Here's a hint. It is not Rosa Mendez.
I miss Rosa Mendez.
I don't think anyone even remembers her. I hate to say it.
Say the name one more time, because it's one of two people.
Pamela Martinez.
God, I know it, but I'm blanking on the name.
By the way, we have two people watching live right now, which I think is a record for this channel.
Shout out to the live audience.
Yes. Thank you, live audience.
Thank you to the random family member and the random stranger who probably looks through my bedroom window every night. So.
No, I'm on the show. I'm not in the audience.
Oh,
or are you?
You're watching while you're on.
What is this, Spaceballs? Oh, right.
Sure, that's us.
Mr. Vath.
I'm gonna be so mad at myself.
This is a complete coin flip, and I wrote my second answer just out of curiosity. But my first answer is Ruby Riott. Second answer would be Zelina Vega. But my answer is Ruby Riott.
Derek?
Sasha Banks.
Oh, Derek was closer, technically. But she used to be known as a hugger, then became a Karen. It's Bailey.
Oh, really? Zelina Vega was the name that I was trying to think of. I'm like, what is her name?
Zelina Vega is actually Thea Trinidad.
Oh.
I only know that because I used to follow her on YouTube before she signed with WWE. She actually had a gaming and cosplay channel.
Mrs. Aleister Black.
Awesome.
That's right. This is Aleister Black.
Mrs. Aleister Black.
Chris Brooks. Name one Rosa Mendez match. That one.
Her
Yeah.
last one.
Actually, when I went to a SmackDown live show in 2011, Rosa Mendez was in a match against Natalia.
Huh.
My, how times have changed.
The match actually went longer than a televised Divas match, which is really surprising.
Can you guys
for that
believe
time.
that it's been 10 years since the Nexus?
Oh, goodness.
I still have my armband.
One of WWE's biggest blunders was with that group.
Yeah, and they debuted on my birthday.
And specifically Wade
Yes.
Barrett.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wade Barrett.
Bosh.
The man with the best thighs, other than Big
Yeah.
E ever in.
But his finisher is with a forearm. Anyways, who is Austin Jenkins?
Sounds like the name of a school teacher.
Austin Jenkins Styles. Wait, no, we already had that.
Here comes Austin Jenkins.
Oh my God, he just ran in.
He's in my room. Current.
It is not Heath Slater.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of just the blandest white guy who's part of the roster.
You have to be more specific.
Oh man, I'm completely drawing a blank on who this could be. Let me pull a name out of a hat.
I know I'm going to be wrong, but I'm just going to guess this name.
Does that hat belong to Buff Bagwell?
No, oh, come on.
Is he still the stuff?
Is he what?
Is he still the stuff? Remember his theme song, Buff is the Stuff?
He hasn't been the stuff since his one WWE main event.
All right. Ooh.
Bang. Okay.
All right. I thought of the.
I imagine this is wrong, but just because I can't think of anyone else, I put Drew McIntyre.
I spelled mine wrong.
Okay. Benjamin.
Okay.
Spelling doesn't matter.
All right. Jackson Riker.
Nope.
All right.
I think. What was your answer again, Derek?
Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre. Benjamin was technically closer because of what brand he's in. It is the currently longest reigning NXT champion, Adam Cole, baby.
Oh,
Baby.
shoot. Really?
Wow.
Yes,
Adam Cole, baby.
Mr. Britt Baker.
Mr.
Britt Baker.
We're not supposed to talk about that. AEW doesn't exist. Okay. Alrighty.
Not according to WWE.
Anyone remember like the vignettes that Vince McMahon did? This I think it's before your time, Benjamin. Where like they had like the Nacho Man.
The Nacho Man. And the Huckster and Scheme Gene.
Yep. May Mean Gene rest in peace. All right. Next up, who is Demi Bennett?
Demi Bennett?
Yes.
Current member.
Current. Yes, Chris Brooks, we know that Britt Baker is a doctor. Like, that's not a gimmick. She really is a practicing dentist.
Yep.
Mr. Dr. Britt Baker.
Mr. DMD.
Mr. Dr. Britt Baker.
I love what they're doing with her right now on AEW,
it's
even
so
though
good.
she's injured.
Yeah.
So good.
She's got well, she's been known as Rebel, but I think they call her Reba right now in AEW. She used to be Rebel in TNA. They're doing that with her and just and Big Swole.
All right.
Which
Say this round's name one more time.
Demi Bennett.
Demi Bennett.
I don't think she's employed anymore, so
Who knows these days?
That's not it.
The worst release ever. Rob Gronkowski. What a loss. Longest reigning 24/7 champion. Speaking of which, I don't know if you all heard, but R-Truth is defending the 24/7 title in a scheduled match tomorrow night.
really.
Yes, defending against Akira Tozawa.
Huh.
Which I guess he's suddenly healed now with his ninja bikers.
Yeah.
You mean the Foot Clan?
The Foot, yeah, the Foot Clan.
That's what I
Right.
thought when I saw that segment from the pay-per-view. I was like, it's the Foot Clan. He just needs to be dressed in metal and call himself the Shredder.
All right, the Squid.
All right. This is a complete shot in the dark. Mandy Rose? Ooh, Mandy Rose.
And the Experience.
I went with Ruby Riot.
No. All I gotta say is, this is my brutality. It is Rhea Ripley.
Ah,
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I knew the name, I just couldn't remember who it was.
All right, and the last question for round 1, which, by the way, I think is going much shorter than the last game. I think it took us half an hour to get through the first round.
Oh, goodness.
It was just a lot of it was just a lot of banter between
A lot of
questions.
banter.
Yeah.
Banter's good though.
Banter
Who
always
is
good. I'm gonna
Liati?
murder you, Derek. Oh wait, no, we
easy,
can't
Benjamin.
use-
This
we-
isn't
wait,
CCW.
We can't use the M word. This is WWE. I'm going to ruin your life and take your wife. I'm Samoa Joe.
I'm gonna send you to the shadow realm.
Wendy.
Oh, jeez.
Wendy.
All right.
All right.
Tell me
I
who
interrupted
is Liati Joseph Anawahi.
This might be a trick question, but
Liati Joseph Anawahi.
I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Mr. Diamond.
Samoa Joe? Question mark.
Benjamin.
Ooh, Roman Reigns.
Oh, Derek, you should be ashamed of yourself right now. It is
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, the big dog.
I always think of I'd associate the shorter initial, shorter name with him.
Yeah, he just goes by Joe. In real
Just
life.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, just Joe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I did not know his first name. I did not realize Joseph wasn't his first name.
Yeah, that's actually his middle name.
Yeah.
All
How
right,
many
so
how many names can one man have?
a lot.
So is
All
that
right, that's
3
the
to
end of
3?
round 1. That's the end of round 1. After that, riveting first round, we are tied 3 points apiece.
Nice.
Alrighty, so we're going to move on to round number 2. This is called Faction Mates. So I will provide the names of members of a faction one at a time. You must guess which faction they belong to. So there is a potential of 5 possible points to earn per faction. Now the value will go down by 1 point for every other member that I name off. For this one, you will buzz in by shouting out your first name. If you give me a correct answer, you will be given the appropriate number of assigned points depending on where we're at on the scale. If you give me an incorrect answer after you buzz in, you cannot guess again until I give the next name in the same faction. And also, and I forgot to note this in last week's match, there is a definite possibility that any members that I name off were not in the faction at the same exact time. So keep that in mind.
Oh, okay.
All right. We got 4 factions to go through. All right. Faction.
1 second.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Are you able to hear us fine?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, the first faction. For 5 points, Michael Tarver.
Derek,
What you got, Derek?
Nexus.
For 5 points,
Dang.
so, yes, Michael Tarver, who, from what I know at this time, he's mainly just busy making Christian rap.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So, had we gone further down the list, for 4 points, it would have been Skip Sheffield, better known as Ryback. For 3 points, John Cena. For those who don't remember, he was in it temporarily,
Yep.
even won the tag titles.
Yeah.
2 points,
Very
CM Punk, and for 1 point, we mentioned him earlier, Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett.
Which
The giveaway.
he did say this in an interview earlier today, I believe, and I agree with him. He should have been the first. He should have been the first British
WWE champion.
WWE champion. Yeah,
Hands down.
I mean, I know McIntyre's Scottish, but you get the point. Okay.
Well, they were great
Scottish
until
is
Cena
British.
ran through all of them at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Even Cena in hindsight was like, that was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the next faction for 5 points. Chase Owens.
Benjamin.
What you got?
Bullet Club.
For life. 5 points to Benjamin.
Nice.
And just like that, we are tied once again. All right, 8 points.
The audience loves drama.
Yes. All 2 of them. All right. Going further down the list, at 4 points would have been the villain, Marty Scurll. For 3 points, the formerly known as Hideo Itami, Kenta. For 2 points, founding member of Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale. And for 1 point, the cleaner, Kenny Omega. So at which point do you think you might have gotten it, Derek?
I may have gotten it after Marty.
Okay. All right, here is the next faction. For 5 points, Crush. If you're not sure, you may pass, and I'll move on to the next one.
Pass.
Derek, are you passing as well?
Pass.
Okay. For 4 points, Owen Hart.
I pass.
Yeah, pass.
For 3 points, Kama Mustafa.
Derek.
Mr. Diamond.
Is it the Nation of Domination?
We are the nation of domination. That's correct.
Okay.
Going further down the list, 2 points, Mark Henry. Number 1, The Rock.
Yeah.
All right. And here is our final faction for the night. For 5 points, Conan.
Pass.
Same.
For 4 points, Disco Inferno.
Derek.
Yes, sir.
Filthy Animals?
That is incorrect. Benjamin, do you have a guess?
Not. I know it, but I can't remember the faction name.
Okay, we're going to move on. Derek, you can buzz in again. For 3 points, Sting.
Derek.
Yes, sir.
NWO Wolfpack.
Wolfpack in the house.
I
3
forgot
points.
Disco was in the freaking Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Because I remember now he kept trying to join the Wolfpack, and eventually he finally did.
That's right.
Yep.
Disco Fever. Yeah.
All right.
One of the
well,
greatest theme songs of all time.
Bum, 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 bum,
Absolutely.
bum, bum. I gotta download that one. Okay, had we gone to 2 points, it would have been the total package Lex Luger, and at just 1 point, big sexy Kevin Nash.
The
Too
wolf
sweet.
kiss-
Used to rock the NWO Wolfpack shirt back in middle school.
Nice. All I had was a Goldberg shirt, and then WCW died, and I gave up on wrestling. Well, actually, I think I technically gave up right before that, but still, like, I didn't watch wrestling for like 10
Well,
years.
in your defense, 2000 WCW would make anybody give up on wrestling.
But what about the 49ers match or the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match? Or just anything on a pole match, Vince Russo.
The greatest match of all time.
Okay, if I did my calculations correct, at the end of 2 rounds, Derek is in the lead with 14 points. Benjamin trailing behind at 8 points. So for this one, this next round, this is a brand new thing I came up with. And I literally just came up with the name right before we started the stream. It's called The Joy of Failing. And if I had a picture, it would be a picture of me with a Bob Ross afro.
Mania.
So here's what I'm going to do. So hopefully y'all can see this. So essentially this is going to be a game, a Pictionary. So I will draw an event from professional wrestling history that you must guess. Just like in the last round, you must buzz in by shouting out your first name. Correct answers are worth 5 points. If you give me an incorrect guess, you are out for the rest of that question.
Gotcha.
And also, I'm going to give special shout outs because all of these questions were provided by friends of mine. Some of them are friends of yours as well. So, this first one was provided by the winner of last week's match, award-winning comedy writer Wally Phelps. So, here we go. I didn't work this out. Okay. Not sure if y'all can tell what that is. By the way, the original name of this round was Brandon Can't Draw.
Well,
Let's see if I can improve this. But, not sure if that helps.
that I think that helps me know what the first item is. Oh, okay, Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Montreal Screwjob.
For 5 points.
Nice.
So that's what is going to make this round interesting, is the fact that I can't draw to save my life.
The Canadian leaf, which I thought was a bird.
I thought it was a flame.
Oh my!
I was waiting for you to draw a circle, and then I would have said "Great Balls of Fire."
Yeah, that's a historical event. Well, truth be told, the match between Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar was actually pretty good. So.
The show itself wasn't terrible; it was just a bad name.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
it ended up being the best B grade pay per view of the year.
At least they used the
enough.
Jerry Lewis song.
Yeah. Alrighty, this next one was provided by my good friend Richard Lozano. If he ever challenges you to a match on a fighting game, do not do it. He will destroy you in seconds. It could be Street Fighter, it could be Smash Brothers, it could be King of Fighters, it could be Mortal Kombat. He's going to destroy you. All right. Oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Okay.
Derek, I have a guess.
Yes, sir.
Is it the formation of the NWO?
Yes, sir. Hogan is the third man.
Dang.
He is the third man.
I had a feeling someone might have got it when I started drawing attempted to draw the two sweets.
The bandana got me thinking. I
Third
think that's
guns.
Hogan. Then there's two other guys, so it's got to be the formation of the NWO.
All right. This next one was submitted by my good friend Dante Abundo Jr., better known as Yoda. He is probably the biggest Yoda fan possible. He does cosplay as Yoda. He is planning on cosplaying as Baby Yoda at some point.
Beautiful.
So he was going to at Pensacon this past year, but his Amazon order was like 2 weeks behind. So, all right. Okay.
I have an immediate guess, but I'm gonna wait a second. Okay, yep, Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Mr. 316 himself spraying the ring with beer. Spraying
That is
Vince
correct.
McMahon with beer.
Sir.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
One of my top 5 favorite moments in Raw history.
It's such a beautiful moment.
I actually have the DVD called Raw 100 where they count down the 100 greatest moments in Monday Night Raw history leading up to the 1000th episode. And number 1 was the beer truck.
It's got to be
It's a
top
very
3, top
good-
5.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, this next one, Benjamin, I think you might know her. She used to be part of Pensacola Little Theater. But special shout out to my friend Cheyenne Godwin, who submitted this one. I am asking for prayers for her right now because, unfortunately, about a week ago, she was diagnosed with COVID-19.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
geez.
because
Wow.
of that, of course, it is preventing her from being able to spend time with her young daughter, and as well as affecting her financially. She's not able to work. So if anyone would like to, I have put a link below. She does have a GoFundMe campaign to try to help pay the bills while she is quarantined while fighting this disease. All right, here we go.
Derek,
Benjamin.
Yes,
Oh,
Derek.
Undertaker throwing Mick Foley off Hell in a Cell.
Yes, sir.
damn it.
The greatest, in my opinion, the greatest match in the history of the King of the Ring pay-per-views.
It's definitely one of the most iconic matches. I don't know if I'd call it like technically wise the greatest ever,
Yeah.
but it has one of the greatest
Yeah.
moments ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. I think I have what we call the top 50 OMG moments in WWE history. That was number 1.
I think it
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah. Like, as time goes on, people forget just how shocking it was at that moment.
Could you imagine if that happened now with like so many angles you'd get from camera phones? It's insane.
Goodness.
And then you have Michael Cole going, "For the love of mankind." It was so obvious that Vince fed him that line. All right, this next submission, Benjamin, you know this man, Mr. Sid Kuhn.
Ah,
Mr. Sid Kuhn, who I believe just recently got like a hockey machine thing or whatever, something
yes,
like that.
you did. And
I
I
remember those.
played on it the other day. Quite
Yeah, I was
good.
like, I remember those. Okay, here we go.
Truly the greatest art of our time.
I'm not sure what else to put.
I
Okay, I'm gonna break my own rules.
Benjamin,
Yes, sir.
is this the last ride match?
No, sir. You are out for this question.
Okay.
I honestly have no idea.
You just want to bow out on this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I do have
It's
a secondary.
I wasn't sure how to do it, but Brock Lesnar breaks the Undertaker's undefeated streak.
Oh, and that's the guy from the crowd that has
Yeah.
the Scotch face. That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
And
Dante, who
that-
submitted
and that was the
2
sword
questions ago,
tattoo.
he said his
Okay.
childhood died when that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, despite that happening or whatever, that's actually my most favorite. I think that's personally the best WrestleMania of all time. That's just my opinion. The worst being 9. The only good thing about that is seeing Bobby the Brain Heenan having a panic attack on the camel.
Yeah. I miss Bobby Heenan so much. He was great.
All right, here is the last one, coming from Derek's co-host from Nerd Cave Retro, Mr. Jason Robbins, who was narrowly defeated by Wally Phelps last week. Here we go.
In other news, Camel Panic Attack is my new band name. You should see us next time we play at Vinyl.
I'm not sure what else to do.
Oh, Derek.
Yes, sir.
Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant.
5 points.
He would pick something from WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
But I mean, that WrestleMania, I think, was the peak of like the 80s era of wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
A lot of people put it as one of the like top 5 WrestleMania.
Katie Vick. Oh my gosh, Chris.
Let's not go there.
No. All right, so after 3 rounds, we have Derek still in the lead at 29 points, and Benjamin trailing behind at 18. Still plenty of chances to catch up. So this next one, and I remember testing the questions from the last match out. Derek, you said this is your favorite. This is called Who Am I? So this is essentially a game of 20 questions. So each of you has been assigned a wrestler. You must guess who that wrestler is. You can only ask yes or no questions. So you will start off with 20 points. For every question asked or incorrect guess, you will be docked 1 point. You will keep going until you either guess your assigned wrestler or you run out of points. How many points you earn depends on how many points you have remaining at the end of your turn. All right, Benjamin, since you are trailing behind, we're going to go with you first. Let me just pull up your wrestler's Wikipedia page. So if anything is wrong, blame Wikipedia.
Look for the reflection to see who it is.
Okay. All right, Benjamin, I'm ready when you are.
All right. Am I female?
No.
Are we going back and forth, or
No, you
One
just
at a
keep
time.
going until you
Okay.
either guess or run out points.
Gotcha. Am I a current WWE wrestler?
No.
Am I a current wrestler for any other promotion?
Yes.
Okay. Have I ever been part of the Bullet Club?
No.
Am I John Moxley?
No.
All right.
I see Derek thinking.
Yeah.
Wait till I get to yours.
Yeah. Am I older than 40?
Yes.
Am I Chris Jericho?
Le Champion for 14 points.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Just like that, Benjamin takes the lead.
For a minute.
You are currently ahead by 3 points.
Cool.
You never know. Derek might crash and burn, so we'll see.
I have done it before.
Who knows?
Okay.
And here's your only hint. It's not Diamond Dallas Page. That'd be too obvious.
Let's see. All right.
Good old DDP.
Which, by the way, Benjamin, you just set a point record for Who Am I? I think the record is like 5 points.
That makes me feel better about my chances here.
I think Jason got 5 points, and I think Wally crashed and burned.
Oof.
All right. Am I a current WWE wrestler?
Yes.
Am I a male?
No.
Am I popular on the internet?
Oh boy.
As of late, I would say yes.
Okay. You didn't take my bait. That's good.
I don't even know what the bait was.
Oh my.
Am I on the Raw brand?
They switch so often, we never know.
No. I don't believe so. We're at 16.
Am I a current champion?
Yes.
Did I recently reinvent myself?
No. Derek asking some really good questions right now.
Yeah.
Am
I Sasha Banks?
It is the boss for 14 points.
Nice.
Great googly moogly. So at the end of round 4, just like that went a lot quicker than the last match. No offense to Jason and Wally. So here's where we stand. Derek has, oh my gosh, 43 points.
Oof.
Benjamin, you, sir, stand at 32 points, only behind by 11. And we are down to the last Smark standing. This is the final round. And Benjamin, you can still very well come back and win. It happened to Wally last week. So I did slowly alter the rules, though. So in this one, you will take turns guessing correct answers of a specific topic. Both of you will start with 30 points. Every time you give me an incorrect answer, you lose 10 points. We will keep going until one player has ran out of points, or if by some miracle we complete the list. How many points you earn will equal to the number of remaining points at the end of the round. Any questions?
I have one. Is it the list of Jericho?
It is not the list of Jericho. Because there will be a lot of people we don't know the names of on that list.
You just made the list.
Lexicon of Le Champion. Okay. And this is updated as of Thursday, I believe, with 80 correct answers. You must tell me members of the roster for All Elite Wrestling, AEW.
Okay.
We will start with Benjamin.
All right. Hangman Adam Page.
One half of the World Tag Team Champions. Yes. Derek.
I'll go with the other half of the Tag Team Champions, the Cleaner, Kenny Omega.
Bang! Kenny Omega. Squid.
Cody.
The current TNT champion. Correct.
Excuse me as I drink a little bit of the bubbly. Chris Jericho.
That's right. Of course, Le Champion, formerly known as Le Champion.
And the other half of Les Sex Gods, Sammy Guevara.
Yes, indeed.
Those two are so good together.
It's so good. You love to hate them.
Derek.
I will go. I'll go on the women's side. I'll go with Dr. Britt Baker.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, correct. I would have also accepted just Britt Baker. Benjamin.
I like to be respectful of titles.
Lance.
What is it? What was the name, Benjamin?
Lance Archer. I didn't know what Derek was saying.
The Murder Hawk. Yes. Derek.
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Best heel
Yes,
in the
sir.
business.
Yes.
So good.
Once appeared on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Of all time. John Moxley.
The current world champion. Correct.
The chairman, Sean Spears.
Yeah, I forgot he had that gimmick. Yes, sir. And this
The former
chairman is a
perfect
perfect 10. Yeah. Beat me to it. All right, Ben.
The walking bag of garbage, Joey Janela.
Yes, sir. Joey Janela, ex-boyfriend of a lot, really, but yes.
That was good. Nyla Rose.
Yes, indeed. Nyla Rose.
Riho.
The first ever women's world champion, Riho.
I will go with 1/3 of SCU, Christopher Daniels.
He is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Keeping on that train of thought, let's go with Scorpio Sky.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Scorpio Sky.
And I think this third person would also say Pensacola is the worst town they've ever been in. Kazarian.
I'll give it to you, Frankie Kazarian. Because there's no other wrestlers named Kazarian. All right, Benjamin.
Pentagon Jr.
Cero Miedo.
I actually saw him wrestle live in Los Angeles.
Nice.
Oh man.
He wrestled Rob Van Dam.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
okay.
That's a matchup.
Yeah,
Match.
it actually wasn't bad. RVD could still go a little bit. I will go with Nick Jackson.
Correct.
And the other half of the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah. Mention one half, name the other half.
Yeah.
So many tag teams.
Let's see. Darby Allin.
Fun fact, I actually met a Darby Allin cosplayer at a Pentagon. Derek, you remember?
Yeah, it was after one of the panels we went to, I think.
Yeah, the Gangrel panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good story.
Luchasaurus. Booyah. Tall
Quite
man.
possibly my favorite gimmick in all of AEW.
It all started in Lucha Underground.
Yep.
Is that he had the mask and the people kept chanting Luchasaurus. He was like, "Screw it, I'm going to go buy that in the Indies," and boom. Also, former Big Brother contestant.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was
Yes.
season 17. I think it was on the same season as that poker player, Vanessa Russo.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. Very tall man. Okay. Terry.
Kind of the opposite of Luchasaurus. I'll go with Marco Stunt.
If you think Dolph Ziggler's great at bumping, watch this guy.
And meeting right in the middle of those two, Jungle Boy.
That's right. Jungle Boy. May his father rest in peace.
Or as Jim Ross likes to call him, Juggle Jack Perry.
Jungle. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
I cannot wait for the match between him and Chris Jericho.
It's going to be great.
The people getting mad at that being a match are just making me more excited for it.
Who's getting mad at that match?
There are people who hate the existence of Orange Cassidy.
I never even heard of him until I watched the Double or Nothing buy-in with the Casino Battle Royale, and I couldn't stop laughing. I loved it.
He's so good. And speaking of my favorite match he's ever had, the B word, which I'm not sure is PG, Pac.
Yeah, you can't. You can't say that on here. But yes, Pac or Pac, whichever. Tomato.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he hasn't been on TV for a bit.
Yeah.
The only former NXT champion who's not signed with WWE right now.
Huh.
Everyone else is still there.
I will. I'll return back to the inner circle, and I'll go with Santana.
That answer was smooth. See what I did there? Okay.
So smooth.
Mm-hmm. I think I know where Benjamin's going next.
Yes. Wow, I can't remember his actual last name right now. Would you accept former wrestling names that they've gone by?
I don't think he's gone by any other names. I could be wrong.
Well, I'm currently thinking of Jack Swagger or Jack Hager. There we go, Hager. There's his last name.
Jake Hager. I'll give it to you. I'll be nice.
Jake Hager. Yeah, Jake.
Because I literally said Jack Hager earlier today, so I don't feel right counting you off for that one.
Big hurt.
Yep.
I'll complete the other half of the tag team. I'll go with Ortiz.
Yep, Ortiz. I can't remember if it was him or Santana that, like, during that match against the Young Bucks, he, after Super Kick, became an instant dolphin. Super Kick.
I forgot about that.
Some of these cells, you should like look up over like compilations of oversells. You will be in tears, especially the bumps you see in indies.
I think one of my favorite recent sells was Sammy Guevara just folding himself in half after.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
all right, Benjamin, what you got?
All right. There is somebody I've been trying to think of his name. Wardlow. There we go.
Wardlow, the muscle for MJF. Not a single miss yet.
I will go with the broken one, Matt Hardy.
Yes. I love the fact that he changes gimmicks just like that, like all the time.
I loved the argument that Jericho had with Vanguard One. It was so great. I don't like your political views. I don't like what you post on social media. So great.
All right.
God, I love Jericho so much.
All right. Benjamin, I believe, is next.
All right. I will go with Rey Fenix.
Rising from the ashes is Rey Fenix.
I will go with, I think his name's Chuck Taylor from Best Friends.
The master of the awful waffle, Chuck Taylor. That is his finisher.
Oh.
It's like a really janky pile driver.
Yeah. For the life of me,
There's a lot of correct answers out there. There's a lot.
I know, but now my brain is stuck on the other half of Best Friends, and I can't think of his name, even though it's so basic. It's just, so I will go with Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander is correct. Apparently, allegedly from outer space. Unfortunately, she's going to be on the shelf for a while.
Andromeda Galaxy.
Yep. Too bad she's going to be on the shelf for a while. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Brandy Rhodes.
she is the chief brandy officer of AEW. The Dark Machine. That's an indie wrestling name.
Yeah. I do not know if she is currently signed or not, but Brandy Rhodes makes me think of her. Kong. Not awesome Kong. There we go.
Awesome Kong is a correct answer.
Okay, cool.
All right, Derek. The experience.
The Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, I just passed it. Where'd it go? Oh, right. Yes, that match against Cody last year. Wow. Wow. Benjamin.
I am starting to really draw blanks here.
The fly went after me.
Really trying to think of one. Darby Allin was already said, yes. And the other guy I'm thinking of actually just got released like 2 days ago. Or at least he's permanently benched. I cannot think of anyone.
There are so many out there.
I know.
So many. I don't think we're even halfway through the list yet.
Probably not. It's just 80 people doesn't sound like that much unless until you're trying to say them one by one. And of course, there's the people who have like only really appeared on Dark and.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I don't even have a name to give you to lose points. Like.
Well, who knows? That guy you said that was released 2 days ago might be on this list.
That is fair. I just also am blanking on his name.
Oh no!
He has a kind of similar aesthetic to Darby Allin. That's why I thought of him, but a little different. Mostly size and that they're both goth.
I'm trying to think what that even is.
I honestly do not have a name right now.
Do you just want to take a 10-point hit and come back?
I will concede points.
All right. So that's a 10-point deduction for Benjamin. Derek.
The Exalted One, Brody Lee.
Mr. Brody Lee, but yes.
Okay. I can't remember the first part of his name, but Uno, his number one sidekick. Something Uno. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I've just reached a complete wit's end.
Good. Take a guess at that first part.
I know it's not henchman Uno. Not numero uno. Evil Uno. There we go.
There
Evil
you go.
Uno.
Evil Uno. All right, Derek.
Sunny Kiss.
I forget that he's on here sometimes. But yes, Sunny Kiss.
When was the last time he wrestled?
I think he has a tag team match scheduled for Dynamite this week.
Oh, okay.
I forgot who he's teaming with.
Gotcha. Well, I just remembered one. The Butcher.
The Butcher is correct.
The Blade.
Wow, I didn't expect you to say that.
The Blade, former TNA wrestler. The heck was his name? I forgot it now. Braxton Sutter. He was Braxton Sutter in TNA. So.
Nice. Okay. And recently wrestling Butcher and the Blade, Cash Wheeler.
Cash Wheeler, yes.
And of course, I can't remember his partner's new name. So I'm going to go with someone who people don't think is on the roster, but he actually is, and that is Billy Gunn.
Or just Billy now, but
Yeah.
Huh.
I have Gunn in parentheses on my sheet. That's a shame.
Yeah.
All right. Benjamin.
Cash's other half, Dax.
Last name?
He has just gone by the first name Dax before.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. Dax Harwood.
Harwood. Okay, there we go.
I was thinking it was Greenwood for some reason.
Dax and Cash.
Yep.
Let's see. Penelope Ford.
Yep, real life ex-girlfriend of Joey Janela.
Lucky him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still managed him for a bit after they broke up, but obviously not anymore.
Understand.
Oh, that's who Sonny Kiss is tagging with. He's tagging with Joey Janela.
Ah, okay.
Not sure how that's gonna go.
That's an interesting pairing right there. All right. Straight out of my brain. This is making primo viewing entertainment right now.
Let me see how many we have left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A lot, I'm sure. I know he was doing promos for the Revolt, but I do not know if he's actually signed yet, but it's the only name I can think of to throw out. EC3?
Strike
I
2.
don't know if he's signed yet.
They should sign him.
Well, there's rumors he's going back to Impact. Because I think was it in a recent episode after Moose won a match, EC3's music started playing, but he wasn't there.
Him and MGF are kind of similar, so I could see him not going
true.
to AEW.
Oh, is Derek going blank now? Oh no! From what I counted, we're at I think I counted 34 remaining, so we're more than halfway through the list, actually.
Hey, we made it.
Yeah. Jeez. I'm really drawing a blank right now.
Are you wanting to take a 10-point hit?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, strike one for Derek. Benjamin.
All right. This might be the end because I do not know if he ever officially signed. I know he wrestled some of the earlier pay-per-views, but I haven't seen him recently, so I don't know if he ever actually signed. Angelico.
I believe it's actually pronounced Angelico, but that is a correct answer.
Okay.
Okay, Derek.
Oh, I think she went by the bunny at one point, but is it Allie?
That is correct. And I actually would have accepted the bunny, even though she's not that anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Vath.
Completely scraping my brain right now for those deep, deep, dark recesses. Just thinking of everybody who's been in a match, thinking if they signed or not. Thinking which ones I know didn't sign.
Shane McMahon is all elite. No, I'm kidding. That'd be really something.
Wouldn't that be something?
The name on the contract in AEW does say McMahon.
What's this?
Shane McMahon.
Let me do that impression of Vince.
I don't know when you officially want to call it, but I think I've lost because I can't think of any more.
I'm actually fine with that because even if I just now did the math, even if Derek did strike out, you would still have been too short to win.
Yeah.
So make sure I am going to do the math anyways, just for my own personal sake. But with a final score of 63-32, and your winner, Derek, the Experience Diamond. So let's see. What names did you miss in alphabetical order?
Before you read those off, I have a question.
Sure.
Could we have included non-wrestlers?
No.
Okay.
I probably should have clarified that. It was only wrestlers. So yeah, you can't say Jake the Snake Roberts or Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
Tully Blanchard. So.
Yeah.
But in alphabetical order, this woman just signed this past Thursday, Abaddon.
Oh. Yep.
It made her debut on Dynamite on Wednesday, then was officially signed the next day.
That's right.
And we have Alan Angels, better known as Dark Order member 5. Another member of the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds. This was Abaddon's opponent last Wednesday, Anna Jay. This person wasn't as officially signed, but I don't think he has debuted yet. It's actually a British boxer named Anthony Ogogo.
Huh.
Like he was announced I think last year, but he still hasn't debuted, which is weird. The son of Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn.
I couldn't remember his first name.
Okay.
B. Priestley.
Yeah.
The woman that Britt Baker is currently feuding with, Big Swole.
Oh, how did I forget about Big Swole?
Big Swole.
Such
a good name.
Speaking of names, this man has the greatest first name ever, Brandon Cutler.
I was trying to think of him earlier.
Yep. Also a big D&D guy, if you didn't know. This guy's a dungeon master.
Yep.
The current number 1 contender to the World Championship, Brian Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Despite
Mr. Not Lesnar.
Mr. Not Lesnar, yeah, he's actually. I mean, you should see some of his matches back at Impact and Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Like, he is amazing.
Oh yeah. It's just they're pushing him so similarly to Brock Lesnar right now.
Yeah. So this man, even though he is the president and owner of OWE over in China, he is listed as an official member of the roster. It is SEMA.
Really?
SEMA is officially signed. The other members of Strong Hearts, though, El Lindemann and T-Hawk, are not signed.
Interesting.
And Mr. Brody Lee's tag team partner for the upcoming match against Janela and Kiss, Colt Cabana.
Ah,
Boom Boom Cabana.
Yep. There was also Emi Sakura.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she did actually sign?
Yeah, Emi Sakura is signed. And can't believe there's no one thought of this. The current women's world champion, Hikaru Shida.
Yep.
We have one half of Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy.
Yep.
We have Angelico's tag team partner, Jack Evans.
There we go.
This man, to my knowledge, despite recent controversy, I believe he is still technically signed. I could be wrong. Jimmy Havoc.
That's the name I was trying to think of earlier.
Yeah, I think he is still signed. He's just entering rehab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We have another member of the Dark Order, John Silver. The man that Penelope Ford is currently managing, Kip Sabian.
There we go.
Okay. We have the librarian, Leva Bates. This man was supposed to be a member of Nightmare Collective. I don't know what happened to him since. Luther, or Dr. Luther, whatever his name is now. The other half of Private Party, Mark Quinn. Ever since the Nightmare Collective disbanded, this woman has pretty much all but disappeared. Her head was shaved. Mel. We also have the master of baby oil, Michael Nakazawa.
Ah, Nakazawa.
If you think Hakan is good at oil wrestling, you haven't seen Michael Nakazawa.
Such a great name. Nakazawa.
You have the other librarian, Peter Avalon.
Yep.
There's Preston Vance.
I'm like, and there's the other one.
Yeah, Preston Vance, also known as Dark Order member 10. You have the other half of the Natural Nightmares, QT Marshall.
That was another one that I was like, had part of the name, but I'm like, I just can't put it together.
Yeah. Derek, I'm surprised you didn't catch on this one. This is a newest signee, former NWA World Television Champion, Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks, yeah.
Starks, yep.
Just signed.
By the way, if no one's watched NWA Power, it's very good.
It is very good.
Very, very good.
Let's see here. We got Sadie Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a woman here, simply just known as Shanna. We have Evil Uno's tag team partner in the Dark Order, Stu Grayson.
There we go. That's his name.
And then you have the other half of the Best Friends, Trent.
That's what it was.
Trent,
it's just Trent.
Yeah.
It's just Trent.
Yeah.
Doesn't have...
He has gone by Trent Beretta, which was also his name in WWE, but it's just easier to go by Trent with a question mark. And finally, I haven't seen her in a long time, but as Yuka Sakazaki.
Okay.
I don't think she's appeared since, I want to say the November or December episode of Dynamite. Could be wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen that are watching, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, Benjamin, Derek, thank you again for joining us, or joining me here for Pro Wrestling Trivia. I hope I can...
Socially distance handshake.
Good matchup.
Quarantine handshake. Yeah.
Good match.
I'm hoping to do this more. I'm just in a present situation where I have good internet. I'm about to go back to not so good internet in a few weeks, but we shall see. I'd like to keep this going. At the very least, I'm thinking about making Last Smart Standing a regular thing if we can get more players involved. For this format, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going with this one. I may just have a special playoff between Derek and last week's winner, Wally, if we can set something up. But we shall see. So once again, thank you for joining joining us here on this live stream. Again, if you have the time, and especially if you can spare a little bit of money, please go to the link in the description below for my friend Cheyenne's GoFundMe campaign, as she is currently battling COVID-19. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.